What do I do here? Well, I always find something to do. I can always either sew or, as far as going out and sitting outside, that you never see me doing because I don't do that. I'm cleaning, ask anybody. I'm the window washer and the curtain putter upper. That's what I always do. I find something to iron, you wash, you iron, you cook. I mean, you can find something to do all the time. I always, yes, once in a while I go out. My husband takes me out for dinner. At least once a week we go out. But as far as other than that, I'm stuck in the house.
A weekend can get rather hectic around here. A Friday night is usually a husband and wife night. We'll go to the Knights of Columbus and sit around the club. If there's any activity going on Saturday, an affair of some kind at the club, we go up and help set up and decorate and whatever, and you meet everybody back there, and it can run into the wee hours of the morning.
Give him whatever he's drinking, please.
What you can give to the Knights of Columbus, that's what you get out of it. It gives me a better understanding of my religion, which I think is important. I'm very, very happy I joined the one here.
I understand that he is going to be the chairman of the June Ball. Now, we need a guy to do decorations. What about tickets? That's the ticket chairman? We need a ticket chairman. We need a chairman every... John D. behind me. How about you? Me and John. And John will be your backup. Yeah, well, we did it last year. Beautiful. How can you go wrong?
The Knights of Columbus runs 90% of our social requirements, social needs. We go there to, I guess, all the affairs, the dances, the dinners, or just up there on a Friday night just to get away from the kids and have a quiet drink until the place gets too jammed and too noisy, and then you join in and have a good time. I have had some real good experiences up there, which I don't think I could have found. Maybe I could only compare that to the feeling I got from the bar down the corner when I lived back in Jersey City, which was a place that we knew everybody.
Saturday morning starts rather early because the children have their activities. If my son has to go to track, we have to run him to the school for practice. The two, Karen, my older daughter, and Jimmy, the younger son, go bowling on Saturday, so they have to be taken there. Ellen has recreation, arts, and crafts, and she has to be driven there. Tom usually is involved in some activity, so he's not around on Saturday.
You know, you guys down there that's waiting for your turn, keep remembering to yourself what you're supposed to do with the ball. It might look silly to you, but if you watch basketball, you'll find out this is the position, these are the things that the men have to do that play basketball. Now you gotta pick your hands up, just outside your shoulders, okay? You gotta crouch a little bit. Now you gotta get up on the balls of your feet so that you can move. Hands up. Hands up, keep them hands up.
I think sports, personally, is important in a kid's life. It's not his whole life, but I think it is important. A good, strong sports program is definitely important to raising a kid and to keeping them out of a lot of the problems that kids possibly get into.
Now, it looks like a ballerina when you're out there when you're doing this. It looks stupid to you because you don't have the guy playing offense against you. But that's what you have to do to stop a man when he's playing against you. The guy that starts crossing his feet this way is the guy that gets beat for the baskets.
I never learned how to swim for one simple reason. I always had a baseball game, 9 o'clock in the morning and then another one at 3 in the afternoon and be back at night for the night game. And my mother and father would go to the shore or something. I'd beg off. I'd ask, please, can I stay home? I got 2 ball games to go to. I really like to play baseball.
We are going to look like a team when we go on the court. Anytime we play anybody, we're going to look like an organized team, not a bunch of kids that just came out to play basketball. Because this ain't a bunch of kids coming out to play basketball. This is a team. And we're going to act like a team. You go on the court, you know what you're doing when you come out before a ball game. You've put fear into the other team already. You've got a psychological edge. You look good. Even if you're the worst basketball players in the world, you'll look good. Right? Remember last year? We tried. When we tried, we looked good.
One was a scout from Cleveland and one was a scout from the Red Sox, and they helped me gain scholarships to various schools for playing baseball, and they tried to convince me that stay in school, get your education.
Come on, reach up, get the basket. No, just reach up like you're gonna lay it on the rim, right off your hand, right up in there. Right up in the basket, lay it off your hand, no backboard. Come on.
I decided, and she decided, we decided, I should say, we'd like to be married. So I did. I went and I got married, and subsequently, by doing that, I had an athletic grant for playing ball to school, and I didn't finish, and I just got involved with raising family and making money to pay for the bills, and didn't have any more time left for baseball.
Hey, Ellen!
What?
Shut the pump off. And stay by. Listen for me to tell you to put it on again.
All right.
It's really coming fast. When you try to dam it off and block it down, you can see it, the way it runs right through. Just keeps coming. That's water. It's coming straight up. So, got to come up with a solution. Can't do nothing though until the spring of the year, till after the spring, until the summer, till it dries out. I think my solution is either going to fill in the place and do without a basement, just have a crawl space, move my furnace and everything up to a utility room, or put like 6 or 8 inches of concrete on top of what's here now. Whichever way I do it, it's an expensive proposition. I got enough problems to pay for things now. I don't need more problems. Just makes my work that much harder. No way of stopping them things.
Charlie's, and this is for Kathleen's husband.
Hey, how you doing? Sorry, I was detained inside. What you drinking, Peter? Need I ask?
After that.
Beer. How about Jane? What do you want, Jane? A beer? Yeah, why not? Is this for the old-fashioned beer party?
Oh, wait a minute. John Schaefer?
More beer.
Oh, terrific.
And he wants it. What kind of beer?
Schaefer, he really likes that.
Okay, we'll give
We don't have many psychiatrists in Bricktown. We don't need too many. We have a few parties every now and then, and let's off a lot of that pressure.
Wait here.
It's like you said yourself. Why do they have to commute? You know, you didn't realize that they had to commute all the way up to New York
Well,
when
now I
living in the
understand
township.
there's just absolutely
They've got
nothing
to.
for a family man as far as wages down here.
Right.
Absolutely nothing.
They're going to be sorry they did because Dallas is going to beat them in the playoffs.
I hope the hell they do. I hope they do the same thing they did to
It's getting worse. where I am.
No,
Oh,
it
yes,
can't get
is.
worse, no.
We have the Bergen County Park system running through Lyndhurst.
Yeah.
And it's infested on the weekends with people that come in from, like, Union City, Jersey City, Hoboken. Non-American people. You know, it's bad.
Did you ever go to Ocean County
No, I
Park?
can't take my kids to the park on Sunday.
Did you ever go to
because they
Ocean County?
overrun the whole place.
Did you ever go to Ocean County Park down here on a Sunday or a
No,
Saturday? You get
no.
mugged.
Atlanta's out of it. As of today, Atlanta's out of it. Dallas is in.
They go down. No, Atlanta ain't in that division. Atlanta's in the Western Division. They're ahead of they're ahead of Los Angeles and San Francisco. They're in first place.
That's right.
I'm gonna hope Atlanta wipes them all out with a nothing team.
I'm gonna move
Well, my
to
wife
York.
talked me to moving down here 9 years ago.
Where you
She said,
from,
this is
Paul?
Paul. She says, this is God's country. Today, God wouldn't take it back.
That's not the right attitude with Bob. You have to play hard to get.
But he's not going to draft him.
How can you play hard to get when a guy isn't asking you?
That's when he'll ask you, when you play hard to get. You never know. He's not a man you can push.
I don't get very tired that way anyway.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Right, you're sweet with duty. I'm sitting down. See how you jump back and forth? You're drunk. I hope you're not driving.
Yes, no. I'm drunk, yes.
Does your swizzle stick get in your dream when you trying to take a drink and think it's magic?
A lot of drinking is done. I might be wrong in saying it, but I think an awful lot of drinking is done on the weekends in order for people to unwind and relax, lose their inhibitions for a while. And then they start all over again on a Monday and build up all the pressure of the week again. And it starts again on a weekend.
Johnny, baby!
John hasn't been out.
Why must I be a teenager in love?
I grew up in a good time. I like to think that the period of the late 40s through the 50s was really a good time to be growing up.
Our parties usually run till dawn. We usually see the sun coming up, but our group broke up between 2 and 3 o'clock because most of the fellas were heading to the game Sunday. To me, it was a disappointment because it seemed like the evening just started, and I looked around and 3/4 of the people were gone, and I didn't realize the time had gone so fast. I hadn't gotten to talk to everybody who was here even.
Well, we gotta go now.
Let us proclaim the mystery of faith. Christ has died. Christ has risen. Christ is coming again. Father, calling to mind the death your Son endured for our salvation, his glorious resurrection and ascension to heaven, and ready to greet him when he comes again, we offer you in thanksgiving this holy and living sacrifice. Look with favor on your church's offering.
I had to turn to God because we had a lot of problems. Jimmy had a very bad year where he had a broken leg that had a lot of complications. And you despair and you wonder why things happen to you. We no more and got Jimmy's problems straightened out when I was put into the hospital with the embolisms in the lung, and things were going along fine, and I had a setback and had another embolism. And it got to the point where I just didn't accept things anymore. I was to the point of saying, if I died, that was it. I could care less right now. And I just didn't want to accept things. And it was at that point when the priest came to talk to me and straighten out my whole life. And you learn to roll with the tide and take it as it comes.
Are nourished by his body and blood, may be...
My kids probably don't put the same importance on it as I do. They attend services because we take them there. I hope eventually that it will work into their lives as it has in ours.
Religion in my life is going to church on Sundays. That's the religion in my life, and like last year going to Sunday school.
St. Paul understood how important truth is. He told his friends, stop lying. Let everyone speak the truth, for we belong to one another.
It's true. You feel better with somebody who you know doesn't lie to you. Because if a person is dishonest, they usually have very shifty eyes. Did you know that? Now, Elizabeth can look directly at me. Anybody that can stare you straight in the face is basically Conchetta.
They rebel. The children don't want to go to school another day of the week, especially on a Sunday. But after a while, it just becomes part of their life, and they go too.
Do you get up in the morning and rush around and rush to school, get on the bus? Do you take time to say good morning to your mother and father? You do? I bet you do. Do you?
Well, my father's usually gone before we...
Oh, well, he's gone. But you do say good morning to Mommy, don't you? You come out in the kitchen, you smile.
Number 6, Mrs. Kirk and son John. Number 7, Mrs. Betty and son Dan. Number 8, Mrs. Vicatoro and son Greg. Number 9, Mrs. Ox and son Jack. Number 10, Mrs. Durkin and sons Paul and Steve. Number 11, Mrs. Gary and sons Bob and Ray.
But if you lie, then it's always on your conscience, right? And that's what tells you to be good. And it's always good to be good. Good over evil, right, Dawn?
The football queen is Connie Rochester. She is in the first red car, wearing a red gown, holding a bouquet of flowers. She has lived in Brick for the past 7 years and is now, sadly, a senior at Brick High. As a 17-year-old, she has light brown hair, hazel eyes, and is 5 foot 3 inches tall. After graduation, she plans on working with small children.
Well, boys, I guess we're all just about a little bit nervous. It's a pressurized world. All I know is one thing. Comes 1:30, somebody's got to hit and somebody's got to get hit. Choose your sides. Choose your sides. Let's get ourselves in the right frame of mind to play football.
They've got a lot of aggression. They have to be leaders. Boys have to be the leaders. Who do you think goes to fight the wars? The boys. They don't send women over there. You know why? We'll probably lose the war. Because they'd start talking and they'd forget what they were over there.
Carry out your fakes. Carry out your fakes. You explode with the ball. When you're going downfield, let's throw our bodies. Let's throw our bodies. Carry out your assignment. When in doubt, pick out a blue shirt and hit it.
Right there! Right there! To the right, ready, go! Stop it, go! Stop it, go! Oh, good boy, stop it, go! Let's go!
Now sit on down a minute, boys. I want to tell you a little bit something. You know, it was a long time ago that we wanted to get Montclair on our schedule. And we really tried to work to get him on our schedule. And it's not easy. And don't let records mislead you. Don't worry about what somebody has done prior to today, because today is the day that counts.
Let's go!
They don't have much of an opinion of Brick Township, and I tell you that from good sources. It's been said to me by several people that they have no respect for us as much as the state has no respect for shore football.
Big money didn't build this town. The average individual come down here, bought his house, fixed his property, commuted back and forth to work to earn his living. He's the man that built Bricktown. And he's the man that lives in Bricktown. And as far as I can see, that's the kind of people that are going to be in Bricktown.
You boys have the opportunity that many other boys from Brick Township never, ever had. You got it today. And you can go out there today and show them what type of a football team we have. Just one moment, because I want you to hear this straight. You can go out there and show them the type of football that Brick plays. Baby, let's get out there!
Dragon football is on the air from Bricktown High School in Bricktown, New Jersey, the high school football capital of the state. I'm Bob Levy along with Dick Patton bringing you still another Green Dragon football game. Today the Dragons, coached by the incomparable Warren Wolf, seek to extend their unbeaten streak to 20 straight, going back to 1970. Ball game for the town of Brick. If they win this ball game, they'll be number one in state, and that's an honor. They carry the whole burden of this community on their shoulders today.
47 pick pass, 31 power fake.
Let's go, Brick! Go! Go! Go!
I'm part of that bloodthirsty crowd. When your team is doing it and the other team is getting it. And then when it's reversed, you start screaming, where's the flags?
And timeout is called. We have an injury to one of the Montclair Mounties. Mike Spivey is shaken up.
Hey, we don't mess around. 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 Hey, we don't mess
around. And it stops the clock with 17 seconds remaining. And Dick Patton, I gotta believe that for the first time ever, an Ocean County team is going to win the mythical state crown. The game is over, 20-0 Brick, and listen to these fans. The Dragons run their undefeated streak to 20 in a row. We are number one.
When I was in high school, we had a 34-game winning streak going. And I remember the football game that we lost after 34 games. And it was like a traumatic experience for these people because they did not know how to lose. And I have to count myself as one of them at that time. You know, I was a sophomore in high school, and it was like how could we lose a football game? And I think that feeling is still in the air. It's success.
Now, the people in Brick are the same people are me. That's the people that live in Brick. They're the Tom Husners of Kearney, of Brooklyn, of New York City, of all the areas that were like Jersey City. They're the people that wanted to come down to a place that their wife could go out and do her shopping and not fear too much of something happening to her. They're the people that want a little more elbow room than to be living 15 or 20 or 30 people in a building. They're the people that wanted more for their kids.
Everybody washed for dinner? Are you washed, Kathleen?
Yeah.
Let's shut the TV.
Hey, come on.
And you sit
Come on, hey.
Let's
see.
You sit right there.
I sit there.
Okay. Potato pancakes. You don't have to eat them. Easy. No, you don't have to have potatoes. You have to have potatoes, but not potato pancakes.
I'm going to try one.
Quiet. Just quiet.
Yeah, red cabbage. Let me fix yours.
I am Betty Hussenetter. I'm 33 years old, a housewife and mother. And I live in Bricktown, and I'm complacent right now. I'm very happy in where I am. I have no desire to leave my community. And to me, it is mine because I'm part of it.
Rocky Robin, tweet, tweedledee.